Okay. Hey everyone. Sorry to bother you. Let's just say I just want to talk about something. I only just been searching something on Google, like just now, as in now. So let's get to the point by further notice, because some of you probably see my title anyway for my video, and we really need to discuss about this anyway at some stage, because apparently I had to agree with almost half of the people on this website called Reddit. Yeah, something like that. But I just don't know. But I just keep sometimes feeling that kids underage shouldn't be allowed to go on YouTube, to be really honest with you, boys and girls. Yeah. The reason why I said it is because I still remember the time when I was a kid myself, my mom wouldn't allow me to go on it. But my dad, on the other hand, he's too soft to let me go on it anyway. Because, yeah, well, long, short story, but that's the whole thing. But I think I'm starting to understand my mom on the stage right to this day until like now. So, but still, don't get me wrong. I do get my dad's point of view and my mom's point of view, and yeah, what? Okay. I know this can be embarrassing to talk about, boys and girls. I can promise you this. Can be embarrassing in a way sometimes, but believe me or not, like I said just before, it's just something that we all need to talk about more often. About kids underage shouldn't be supposed to be on YouTube, like literally. Only whether it's something to do with education. And that's what I mean. Kids can learn like ABCs or learn history or English lesson, whichever. They can do it on YouTube in the primary school or with the parents for homework or something like that. So yeah, well, that's my third point. Because I do remember loads of times when me and my class in primary school at the time, where we used to go on, well, not literally like computers, but more like sitting either on the chairs or sitting on the carpet or on the floor, and then watch something on the screen board while the teacher is on the computer, and something like that. And sometimes teachers can't pause something, and we would talk at the same time. You get what I mean? So yeah, and I also remember something about okay. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I believe not too so long ago, something to do with Peppa Pig. Ugh, okay. There's some like stupid idiot, sort of had some scary looking face. But please don't mention the name. I'd rather not know. Ugh, thank you. But still, I distinctly remember I heard some rumors about that before I found out there's some videos on this. Ugh. No, seriously, believe me. And to tell the truth, when I first saw that scary thingy face, I was like, okay, that looks weird, but creepy. Yeah, well, tell me about it. I don't know who's the persons behind this stupid idea, but who's the bright idea to make that stupid scary face to begin with? But well, I'm proud to say that finally someone caught the person who's behind that stupid idea, and they got caught. And then I don't know if they got arrested. I don't know. I just don't know. But all I can say that they finally got busted, and then they decided to remove their account, and then that's it. That's the end of the story. And the kids are okay now. So yeah. Okay. Is it just me, or does anyone else think that um kids watching videos that can have violence in it? Like seriously, no, seriously, I can't even want to think about this. I know. I totally agree with you guys. I'm confused myself. Like, seriously. Okay. And besides, I don't know what to say now. Sometimes I keep getting all, forgettable on some few things I want to say sometimes. Mm. And you know what, Tom? I agree with you. Why can't parents just do the job by keep their kids off YouTube or something? And I even remember seeing one of the comments on this Reddit website saying about some parents punishing their kids for misbehaving and ground grounded them and by no YouTube for a month or something like that. I don't know, but that's what it said. And yeah, I even remember on this time when I go to, I don't know, but I just remember this one time or a few times whenever I go to town with my dad or whatever, my mom, something like that. And when you go to on these public buses, bus go to town and that. Well, that's the thing. I sometimes see parents letting their underage little toddlers to watch some random kid shows on YouTube on some on the iPad or the parents' phones or something like that. But if I if I was the parents, I was just not let my kids watch YouTube like whatsoever until the old enough to watch them. So yeah, unless I give them a fair reason for why they should watch YouTube when they're older. But it doesn't matter which age really. It can matter too sometimes. Don't get me wrong, but what I'm trying to say here, it just depends on the age between a teenager and being an adult. It just depends. And speaking of which, I don't know if you might remember him, Tom, but Sam from that we know from high school. Yeah, I don't know if you do know him or not. It's okay. I mean, really, but me and Sophie know him for a long time since when I first came. Yeah. Well, personally, can I just say, Sam told me and Sophie himself that his parents, but mainly his mom, won't or can't allow him to have his own YouTube channel, but they just let him watch YouTube, but not having a YouTube channel. Hmm, I don't know. I don't want it to be sound a bit rude or something like that, but still, I just sometimes think Sam's mom was being a little bit um, what do you call it again? Uh, hypocritical. That's it. Hypocritical. Yeah. So, I mean, seriously, it's very hypocritical of her for not letting Sam to have a YouTube channel, but letting him watch YouTube. Like, bit stubborn, do you think? Well, it's not really my business or anything, but I'll just leave them be. I mean, it's not my business anyway, so why not? And can I just be honest with you, boys and girls, about what I said before, what I used to not allow to go on YouTube? when I was young. I did used to sneakily go on YouTube without my mom knowing, but I did stop since until when I was older enough to go on YouTube because my dad's let me, and that's when my mom finally agreed that I should watch YouTube. But I think I did tell you guys before that I didn't stop having my own YouTube channel sometimes until 2016. Yeah, that's it. Because let's say I've always liked to make my own videos and that. So yeah, I did say before, just like a few minutes ago, where I said I don't understand why my mom doesn't want me to have a YouTube channel a long time ago, because she was worried about me might get get bad people. Yeah, maybe that could be the reason why Sam's mom won't let him have his channel. Okay, I may sound a bit too hard on Sam's mom, but never mind. Yeah, which I do get the parents had this sort of overprotective sort of somehow towards kids. So yeah. And there's three things I also want to mention. And for my personal fair point on this thing, that kids these days shouldn't really be allowed to have YouTube until like older. And not only just that, I think they should stick on watching the telly, not YouTube. Like watch proper stuff like Stupid Bees or any other children's channels, something like Disney Channel or Disney Junior, or maybe Cartoon Network, something like that. Yeah, I was gonna say something about that actually in Cody, about what you just said just now in the comments. I'm going to say the same thing anyway at some point about that kids should have their parents to supervise them. And if you're a parent yourself and you knowing your child is watching something on YouTube, then you should always supervise them at all times and all cost. No matter how much you're busy or something, you should always keep an eye on your child. Because let's just say you don't want your child to get into trouble now, would you? Or getting nightmares, obviously. Because I even remember a long time ago when I was about like in my pre-teens, of course, and I ended up watching something I should have not watched when I was young, but I did end up having nightmares ever since then. But I did kind of regret it. I mean, it was my fault, really. But my mum and dad did tell me it's not entirely my fault for watching it. Well, even though I did clicked on it without even knowing it's going to be scary. I didn't mean to watch it. I'm just, But like I said, my parents did say it wasn't really entirely my fault. Okay, fair enough, mum and dad, fair enough. But it does still feel it was my fault. I'd rather not talk about the video I mentioned about because it's because I don't want some certain horrible haters out there to expose the picture or something or whatever, because I don't, because we know what haters are like. They just like to upset people even worse. But that's the list that I need anyway on this stage, on this video. And I also remember the time when I remember something to do with The Simpsons, and it was totally unexpectedly terrifying. It didn't scare me on it or anything. but it did give me quite a few jump scares, like literally. I'm not joking. I'm serious. I'm actually serious. I mean, I really did not expect that to happen. And I cannot forget that time. Never, ever. Okay, I think I got carried away, but sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not the only one who ended up watching some videos that end up being so scary. But if you want my advice, button girls, maybe it's best just have a think before you actually click the video. Yeah, and another advice. I also think we should only watch videos that are more friendly and more fun and entertaining and something like that. What? Yeah, how about that? Yeah, good one, Sparkle. Sorry, just need to. Okay, just take a brief breath and. Okay, I'm good. Sorry, I just. Sometimes when I speak too fast, I cough. Despicable me. Ah, way to go. Okay, and let's talk about online trolling and harassment, bullying, something that involves hate. Okay, I remember at the time when I was new on YouTube at the time, but sometime in 2016, something like that. I wasn't sure whether it was 2016 or the year after when I got some arguments with some stupid idiots. Something to do with Alan and the Chipmunks, really. But yeah, but I won't forget those times though. But I did go over it though, and I did kind of forgot about it. And I literally sometimes I did kind of brought up some moments which I also do or not want to talk about. It just depends really because sometimes I always get told that it's okay to talk about certain things that you may feel comfortable or not. Yeah, I think it's pretty natural. I think, but I don't know. Okay, but like I said, something to do with Alan the Chipmunks anyway, and you know, like these videos of the Chipmunks and Chipettes lyrics videos, people slowing down the voices to make it more sound like either the Chipmunks or Chipettes, or I don't know, but still, I just found that ridiculous, and I kind of did comment on one of those videos by saying the voices is hardly sound like the Chipettes or the Chipmunks, and then some random people were arguing with me just because I said it doesn't sound like either of them in my viewpoint, and they just went ahead by assuming I was starting the argument just because I was having my own personal opinion or viewpoint. But still, I just think these people need to back off and leave me be. Regardless what their viewpoint, they should, you know, respect my viewpoint as I will do for theirs. No, seriously, if people doesn't like it, if I have a different opinion to them, well, that's their loss. It's not like I care or not, but still. And it's just opinion bashing. I can tell you that. And that's the point, boys and girls, because we don't want kids to have that sort of issue on this point. Now, do we? No, obviously no. Because that's what parents are worried about. Most parents don't want their kids to have any sort of, I don't know. There's a lot of few words I could easily describe, really. Like, honestly, goodness sake. Sorry, my parents been making noises upstairs all day, and sometimes kind of irritating. So try your best to ignore the sounds if you did hear it. Yeah. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, kids might end up having suicide thoughts. I don't know. Lots of things that kids shouldn't think or thought about. Seriously, don't die. Yeah. I mean, kids should not think that kind of thoughts. No, I do not like to see kids getting hurt or getting take for granted, so like that. Do. And I even remember this one of the videos showing up that, well, one scene, but there's two versions of one same scene from My Little Pony. And someone uploaded the video of it, and it shows Twilight. Okay, some of you might know what I'm talking about. It's okay to test it if you don't know what I'm talking about. You can always look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's something to do with one of the episodes from season 8. That's it, season 8. It's something about, when the main 6 has, and the main 5, including no, main 6. Why does I keep running my words up? Sorry, I was trying to say the main 6, including Starlight Glimmer, went to this sort of camping, and they are not being aware that there's like those naughty baddies versions of the main 6 in this episode. Some of you might remember that episode. It's okay if some of you haven't seen it yet, but spoiler alert in case you haven't seen it yet. And technically, I just remember that video I'm talking about. It shows the one side of that scene. Twilight's face looks weird. No, seriously, if you've seen the video, you probably know what I'm talking about. It looks weird, but creepy. It didn't scare me. No, of course it didn't. No, I'm too brave and it's not real. But thank God, whoever who works behind My Little Pony at the time changed the animation and that of Twilight for this point on that scene. They changed it. Oh yeah. Any normal person wouldn't want kids getting hurt. That's just horrible to happen. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Corey. Yeah, I totally agree with your comment there. And I also agree with you there too, Joshy, when you said teach kids to be good and not bad. Just bear me for a second. Just trying to figure something. Oh, now I remember something. You know our friend Josh, as in Media Central UK? I'm not sure if he's watching my video. It's okay if he hasn't or not, but still. Let's just say about a few hours ago, well, basically it happened a few days ago, and then it happens again today, that he has some issue with some person on YouTube who acts like a spoiled sort of kid for the age, who wouldn't take no for an answer from Josh himself, because that person that Josh was handling wouldn't leave Josh alone after he told him no, like more than 20 times already. I don't know how many times Josh said to him, but still, I just feel like that person really needs to learn to live with the word no is no, and N-O spells no. Yeah. And besides, we all just have to live with that too. I have to live with that too as well, to remind you. And basically, Josh did post another post about like 10 hours ago saying about the person he was dealing with and clearly doesn't know what the word no means or is. And okay, it just annoys me with the fact that whenever when Josh blocks certain someone that we are talking about here right now, they literally make a post to him by saying to unblock him and unbanned whichever they so obsessed with or like about, so like that. And I have to agree with Josh on his point when he said that he can't always do what people want him to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel that way too sometimes. I mean, I can't always can or can't or won't do that people expect me to do. Like, literally. It's just, I do get some people just like what they like, but it can sometimes can easily turn it into a selfish limits on this point sometimes, where no one even take you serious and won't accept your answer. Like, literally, it's like taking us for granted on this one. And also for a fact that we also feel like we're being ghosted or ignored, like we're talking to a brick wall, like literally. Just give me a second. Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah. Hang on, just bear me for a sec, guys. Back on now, so don't worry. Okay. So I was just going to say something else before I go, anyway, because it's nearly late here in the UK. So okay, I was going to say someone in one of Media Central UK's comments saying about this guy could have autism. It could explain his obsession with shapes, and then someone replied to them saying could be, and then I replied maybe, but I also said, but if he does have autism, it doesn't change the fact how he can't handle the word no from people. And I also said they need to learn to accept and live with it, regardless their feelings and their point and their choice. And I also mentioned I do get people like what they like, which is absolutely fine. But as a reminder, autism doesn't excuse whatsoever. I mean, we all need to face that as reality check. So that's my comment. So that's why I can say on this one. Because obviously people really need to realize that what I'm saying is that I'm not just sharing my fair point of view on this one. I'm just giving you guys some few hard truths that we need to face it, whether we like to hear it or not. And also to remind you all that if I was you, I mean, if you're a parent, I mean, it would be better if you just think and considering what I'm saying is trying to, that I'm not trying to be in your business or anything. I'm just trying to solve the, solve the situation by talking about it. And also, I mean, if I were you guys, I mean, if you have like younger little siblings or cousins, because I have, well, basically, I recently or lately I had two young second cousins because my cousin has two babies now. So, and I do feel like even though my cousin know what they're doing because he and his sort of girlfriend and their kids were. I mean, don't get me wrong. Even though it's not personally my business or anything, but he's still my cousin regardless. But I just still think that my cousin probably might need to consider on keep an eye on his kids on this point because I'm just worried about Callie and Cody. Well, basically Cody is only a few months old now. I mean, she's so adorable. Yes, you hear that right. Cody is a girl, so please don't judge. And but still, Callie and Cody are so cutest look second cousins I ever have lately. So I just don't want them end up watching, videos that might not be appropriate for them. The only things I can possibly suggest to you boys and girls in general around the world that only let your kids watch something that is more suitable for their age, like take preschool shows for example, something like that. Oh yes, of course. Thanks there, Joshy. He just said never make mistakes. That's it. And that's the thing, because always be careful when you make your choice, because sometimes there's always a choice. But yeah, you get the idea what I mean. Yeah. Oh yeah, same with me please as well, Sebastian. Thank you to remind me. Of course. So anyway, I'll let you guys get on. Yeah. Okay, how many days until Halloween? I don't know. I mean, it's only 19 today. Yep. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, I just thought to remind you that my dad has the best birthday ever. Yep. Yeah. It was a wonderful day yesterday for my dad, of course. And my sister did make a lovely card for my dad. But I also got my dad a lovely card too. But my card's got something really funny on it to say. You want to know what? I mean, it said something very funny on the card that I chose for my dad. It's something about, fart jokes. No, seriously, my dad just likes fart jokes. And I just literally just shake my eyebrows. Yeah. No, seriously, that's my dad for me. Because sometimes my dad is funny. And I did said on my dad's birthday card that he's the funniest dad in the world. And he did said, well, that's official. Okay. Well, wow. Okay. Well said, Dad. Well said. I said that someone is laughing their heads off in the comments already. Oh, and guess what? I had lasagna when we went to a restaurant for my dad's birthday. And my dad did have pasta and he has pizza at the same time. Well, he's not the only one who had pizza. My sister had pizza. I did have a tiny little bit of the pepperonis, that's it. I kind of like pepperoni. It tastes good. Yeah, despite that I don't really eat pizzas, to be honest, but still. I don't mind pepperoni pizzas. I mean, they do taste nice. Because I did try them before. My cousin likes them, by the way. Oh, and funny enough, oh boy, okay. Okay, my cousin's birthday was 2 days ago until yesterday was my dad's birthday. Now that's just crazy. No, seriously. And that's not the only thing, even though I did mention it sometimes before about my nan and my uncle has the same birthday in January. Wow! Many family members to have almost same birthdays, but or either almost near to each birthdays. Literally. Oh, and for my answer to your question, Joshi, I did had a chocolate brownie, but it also tastes like chocolate cake because they have chocolate cream. Wow, lovely chocolate brownie. I can say, I can admit, I just love chocolate. Okay, don't get too yummy, homey, little in the tummy, Sparkle Girl. Ugh, oh boy. Yeah. Oh well, that's all I can say, to be honest. And well, can I just be honest before I go? I did got a little breakdown yesterday for some reason. I think it's because there's too many people and the noises got a bit too loud. Yeah. Even though I didn't want to ruin my dad's birthday or anything, but still. But my dad did help calm me down. Yeah. And my sister said to me, "Why not you watch something that is funny that will help you smell again?" And I did, of course, followed my sister's advice because I did watch some funny videos, especially one of that Shrek thingy things. With Puzz and Donkey keep twisting that stupid competition of a story. Will you just stop fighting? You maniacs! Seriously, it's just killing me. Especially on the scene when Donkey screams like a baby girl. Ugh, okay. Sorry. I just couldn't resist from giggling, laughing. Okay. Whew. I'm smiling all the way, boys and girls. I'm smiling all the way. And that's not the only thing I was laughing at, though. You know, Despicable Me 3, when Gru sort of got, even though we didn't actually see him, literally, well, you know that happy birthday song in the third movie? That is the weirdest scene I ever seen when I first saw it at the time when I went to see that with my dad. Literally. I was killing myself laughing. Like, seriously, like, happy birthday, dear dad. Happy birthday to you. Like, seriously. Seriously, the way Bruce sings like this, happy birthday, dear dad. Okay, that was just getting weird. Especially when he got stuck in those pinky gooey stuff and seeing these people singing happy birthday dear Dan, and you might get the obvious that he was like somehow, oh well, half nudie. Okay. Okay, guys, you're making me laugh now. You're making me laughing. Okay. Okay, I have to get going now, guys. But I did like enjoy myself with you guys as usual. Well, I'll leave you guys to it now. So I'll get my slippers on and I'll turn my laptop off and go to bed. Well, sweet dreams, my sparkle friends. Good night, sleepyheads. Night night, and bugs out.